Learning new skills and knowledge areas with ChatGPT. Welcome to this new lesson where we will explore how to use ChatGPT to learn new skills and expand your knowledge base further. In the last videos we took learning a new language like Spanish as an example. We'll take something new as an example for your better understanding and see how ChatGPT works. So whether you are looking to master a new hobby, advance your career, or simply learn something for fun, ChatGPT can be your guide. Let's dive in. Identifying learning objectives. Now, before you start learning anything, it's important that you identify what your learning objectives are, what you want to learn, why you want to learn. Defining clear learning objectives is crucial. So, are you looking to understand the basics or do you aim to achieve a level of proficiency? Today, I will show you how to set these objectives using ChatGPT. Let's now ask for example of learning objectives for different areas such as coding, digital marketing, or a foreign language. So let's start with this. What could my learning objectives be for digital marketing? So I want to learn digital marketing, and what could my learning objectives be? I asked this to ChatGPT, and let us see what objectives does ChatGPT provides me. So I could be at a fundamental level where I want to learn some fundamentals of digital marketing, which is where it talks about understanding the digital marketing landscape, mastering content marketing, and grasping social media. I could be at an intermediate level where I know the basics of digital marketing, or I could be at an advanced level, or I have some specialized objective in mind that is around video marketing, or exploring mobile marketing, or innovating with emerging technologies. So these objectives are designed to cover a broad range of skills from the basics to more advanced topics tailored to different stages of your learning journey. As you progress, you can refine these objectives or add new ones based on emerging trends and personal interest areas in digital marketing. Engaging with ChatGPT for learning. With your objectives now set, let's learn how to engage ChatGPT. You can start by asking simple questions related to your topic of interest, which in this case is digital marketing. So for instance, if you're learning photography or digital marketing, you might ask, what are the basic principles of photography or digital marketing? And now let us see a live interaction with ChatGPT, typing in the question and demonstrate how to parse and expand upon the information provided by ChatGPT. So what are the basic principles of digital marketing? So it's a complex field with numerous strategies, but it operates on several foundational principles that guide effective marketing efforts across all industries. Customer orientation is the first basic principle, consistency is the second principle, integration is the third one, engagement is the fourth one, data-driven decisions is the fifth one, SEO and visibility is the sixth one, content quality is the seventh one, conversion optimization is the eighth one, adaptability is the ninth one, and the 10th one is sustainability. So these are some of the basic principles of digital marketing. Now let's drill in further to enhance our learning. And how do we do that? We again ask ChatGPT for something more. So let's now talk about customer orientation in more details. When I ask this, customer orientation is a fundamental principle in digital marketing that prioritizes the needs, understanding customer orientation, customer needs and expectations, research, personal development, customer journey mapping, and it will give me all the details that are possible about customer orientation. So I can further ask to detail it further, starting from the first topic, the second topic, the third topic, the fourth topic, or if this clears my understanding of customer orientation, I can ask a different question from ChatGPT. Now, what could that different question be? We'll just look at for it in a while once ChatGPT is done with answering to my previous question. So my next question to ChatGPT would be, what are the key things I should keep in mind when I start with the research of my customers? So starting customer research is a crucial step for understanding your audience deeply, and so defining clear objectives is one important thing. Identifying the target audience is another critical thing. choosing the right research methods is again important. So this is how you can keep building up on your learning, keep opening up. This keeps opening up your mind. You just ask whatever question comes to your mind. This enhances your learning greatly. And you are seeing the live example of it and how well this is being done the way you want it, as if you are having a personal tutor explaining you everything about digital marketing in as much details as you want. So let's say you want some more examples on customer research or some real life examples or some case studies on, you can ask ChatGPT for the same. Now, the next question that I am asking is create a document format and summarize above in a table format that I can use it to fill up that and is readily available. Instead of having these long paragraphs, I can have it in a table format in a concise way as a part of my documentation. And ChatGPT does that for me as well. So customer research plan document, starting from research objectives, the description, and then a note section where I can fill in my notes. Target audience, research methods, research plan, instruments, ethical considerations, data analysis, reporting and actions, and ongoing research. Fill in the detailed notes column with your specifics as you plan and execute each section of your research. Use this document as a living tool to track your progress, and then share this document with your team or stakeholders to ensure alignment and effective implementation of insights derived from the research. So this was all. We can further deepen our knowledge with advanced queries. So as you grow comfortable with the basic queries, you can start asking more complex questions now. Now, once you get clarity on the basic things, you can keep asking complicated questions, and for your surprise, there is no limitation to how complex you can get, because ChatGPT will be there to support you at any level. Now, this could be about troubleshooting common problems, understanding advanced concepts, or applying theories in practical scenarios. Let's now see a demonstration of complex queries using ChatGPT, like asking for tools and resources that can assist me with my customer research. Now, what are the tools? What are the tools and resources I can use that can help me with my customer research? Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. For effective customer research, a variety of tools and resources can be utilized. Data collection tools could be the survey tools for like SurveyMonkey, Google Form, Typeform. Interviewing softwares like Zoom, Microsoft Teams. Analytical tool like SPSS, Microsoft Excel, Power BI, and so on. So these are some tools and resources that we get from ChatGPT. You can also use ChatGPT for practice and feedback. Yes, now when you have an outline, you have the resources, you can use ChatGPT for practice and feedback. How do you do that? So learning is more than just absorbing information. It is practice. It is the key. You can use ChatGPT to generate practice questions, scenarios, or even role-play situations. Let us see how you can get constructive feedback from ChatGPT to refine your skills. So for this first time, we will create a quiz on a recently learned topic or ask to critic on the customer research that we have done. Let's see what it does. Okay, so my next question here is create some short questions on customer research to understand if I have understood the concepts of customer research. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. So what is the primary goal of customer research? With 3 options. So we are getting the questions and the answers. As the next step, what we can do is answer the questions and see if we were right or wrong. And do this with ChatGPT. So I'm not doing it this right now, but you can, as a practice, do it for yourself when you are trying to do something like this. And ChatGPT would highlight which ones were right and which ones were wrong. Now, let's say I prepared a customer research data based on whatever I read in the past. So I'm asking ChatGPT to create a sample customer research data where my target audience is users looking to learn digital marketing, so that I don't have to do that customer research. My actual objective is to ask ChatGPT to critic on the customer research data that I prepared. So I'm just taking help of ChatGPT to prepare for me a quick customer data, which I will use and give it back to ChatGPT to critic on it and ask for suggestions or improvements that could be done. So this is how my sample customer research data might look like, with responses from different target audiences. So this is how my customer research data might look like when I do this. What I will now do is, let's first end this text creations by ChatGPT. What I will now do is I'll copy this customer research data and I'll ask ChatGPT to critique on it. So I'm saying that I prepared this customer data. I paste the entire thing and now ask ChatGPT, now can you critique on the above customer research data and give your inputs on what more should I or should have been covered, or how can I make it more exhaustive? And let's see what ChatGPT does. So it answers, your prepared customer research data is well structured and provides a good foundation for understanding. Some critics and suggestions is to add geographical information, incorporate technological proficiency, the whys and the hows, explore learning goals in more details. So you see how detailed it is in terms of providing you with its critique and the suggestions. So it gives a very clear understanding of where am I going wrong and how can I do improvements on top of it. So these are all the list of suggestions that we have. And here we also have an enhanced example. So this was it. Supplementing learning with ChatGPT. What is this? Finally, ChatGPT can help you identify and suggest additional resources to supplement your learning. So if you remember our last video where we were trying to learn Spanish and we asked for tools and resources. So that is exactly what we are talking about here. Whether it's recommending books, articles, or online courses, let's see how ChatGPT can assist in building a comprehensive learning plan. And we'll now request resource recommendations from ChatGPT tailored to your current learning stage and interests. Recommend me with some learning resources, books, online courses, YouTube channels, and so on, that would enhance my learning journey of digital marketing. To enhance my learning in digital marketing, these are a few books. So Digital Marketing for Dummies, it's great for beginners. So it provides you the reasons why, which book should you be reading. So Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk, Influence the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini, Content Inc., how entrepreneurs can use content to build massive audience and create radically successful businesses, SEO 2023. Then these are the online courses available from Google Digital Garage, things like HubSpot, MOZ, and others. Udemy, Coursera. So then these are some of the YouTube channels like Neil Patel, Moz, HubSpot once again, Gary V, Backlink O with branding. So these are a few resources and tools that we can be using to enhance our learning. Conclusion and Q&A. To wrap up today's lesson, I encourage you to apply what we have discussed by exploring new topics with ChatGPT. Ask it for resources, ask it for a learning plan, and you can do so many more things, which obviously you understand by now. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Are there any specific skills or knowledge areas you are interested in that we can explore together using ChatGPT? Please share them in the Q&A section or in our Facebook group. And thanks for participating. Remember, the key to master practice and an inquisitive mind, a lot of curiosity, because ChatGPT has answers to almost anything and everything that you might have in your mind. You can do whatever you want.